Pascrell.
Thank you for yielding, Congresswoman Moore. There are major ideological constraints in this budget. After all, despite the fact that it's going to hurt our still recovering economy, the chairman has adopted the goal of balancing the budget in 10 years with drastic reductions. They're necessary in order to meet that arbitrary goal. So where are these reductions going to come from? Well, there won't be any cuts in our defense budget, the highest in the world. That spending is actually going to increase. So we aren't going to be asking millionaires and billionaires back any of the tax breaks they've inserted into the tax code over the past 30 years. We're actually going to give them more. That makes sense. We aren't going to be getting any meaningful savings out of Social Security and Medicare in the next 10 years, although the budget does take the radical step of voucherizing the program and ending the Medicare guarantee for retirees. So by process of elimination, where are the savings going to come from? The only slices of the pie left are the social insurance programs that help the poor and the middle class of this country, and that's my barometer for looking at any budget, whether it comes from the President, whether it comes from you, whether it comes from Uncle Harry, it doesn't matter. That's the bottom line. There are $125 billion in cuts to SNAP program that provides food to the poorest Americans and their children and prevented 4.9 million Americans from falling into poverty in 2012. There's $732 million in cuts, billion in cuts to Medicaid programs. By converting them to a block grant and a total of $1.5 trillion in Medicaid cuts. Stand back. I said trillion dollars. When you throw in repealing the Affordable Care Act's Medicaid expansion. And according to the Kaiser Family Foundation, block granting Medicaid and repealing the ACA's expansion of the program will result in between 30 and 40 million Americans losing coverage.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pascrell.